The greatest gift I can give another is my authenticity. The greatest love I can show is my truth. It is not ethical, moral, or my obligation to make you feel good. If that means disregarding or abandoning my authenticity and truth. I denied my autism, ADHD, sensitivities, and ultimately my truth for 4 decades and hid behind thousands of faces. That is what abuse and trauma do to a child. Many of those faces I hid behind were extremely narcissistic and hurt many people. Knowing this now as an empath on my journey, it saddens me to know the amount of pain, confusion, and chaos I carried and spread everywhere I went. I have had to do a lot of soul searching to find the amount of grace to not be crushed by the burden of shame and guilt. It has taken years of deep contemplation and meditation on the mechanisms by which an innocent, pure child who is extremely sensitive and aware to be turned into a monster most were afraid of. Looking deeply into the cascading events it takes to effect this change, it becomes obvious that this is a desired result of a toxic system that relies on fear, manipulation, coercion, and a multitude of other evil tactics in order to control a population. The old me was simply a working product of that toxic system of slavery. Through acknowledgement of the truth, a commitment to my soul's purpose, and a dedication to heal and reclaim my birthright, I stand here today knowing who I am. With that commitment comes a fierce dedication to the truth. No matter whose feelings are hurt or egos embarrassed. I do not call out anyone individually and do not judge anyone for where they are on their journey. However, I will not water down my truth. Or neither will I cease from exposing what I find to be blatantly obvious. That being said, I will not Trojan horse you with comforting lies. I will not stroke your ego. Just the opposite. That pit in your stomach when I speak, those thoughts that linger after my words stop, and those emotions of anger, defiance, resentment after I trigger your deepest secrets are my gift of love to you. If my words of truth hurt, it is only your ego exposed. Your soul is thanking me. This is my responsibility as a human. Not to dish out benign platitudes just so everyone feels comfortable. You are not safe if benign platitudes and comforting lies feel good. You are on a path of destruction. A lemming following its ego over the cliff. I am the light that shines in the darkest of places, bringing hope, encouragement, and inspiration to all. For those with the ears to hear, the eyes to see, and who are leading with their hearts dedicated to their soul's purpose. I am not saying anyone should be anywhere other than where they are right at this moment. I am simply stating that when exposed to truth that goes against your current trajectory and you refuse to alter course, that is entirely up to you. And you alone will be left to deal with any resulting consequences. Comfort preserves the illusion. Only disruption cracks the shell where new life can emerge. I see the misunderstanding that I endure not as a curse, but as a calling. I am willing to lose everything for truth. I hold nothing of higher value. When I speak, I am not confronting anyone individually. Rather, I am standing as a lone wolf confronting entire cultures. Exposing the dogmatist to the absurdity of their certainties. The discomfort I cause is not cruelty, but medicine. I choose the path of authenticity over approval. My purpose is to make the invisible visible by dragging the hidden into the light. I bring forth the rejected parts of the human soul, demanding they be faced, embraced, and reintegrated. I do not claim my role out of pride, ego, or in the spirit of rebellion. My authority does not come from self-appointment. It comes from a humble surrender to a greater force. A force that burns away pretense and demands authenticity at any cost. I disrupt not for the thrill of chaos, but because disruption is the doorway to awakening. I confuse not to harm, but to awaken wisdom, sleeping in forgotten corners of the soul. I have embraced my path with humbleness, respect, and honor. I hold this calling as sacred, and I surrender fully to it.